Hello guys, my name is Larry and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to discuss the topic of how we make up MC4 connectors. Now we're probably going to have a little background noise back there because it is excuse me, it is 104 degrees outside here in South Texas and I have to have an air conditioner in this old office. So I apologize for the noise in the background, but I think you can hear me over that air conditioner, or at least we hope so. Now of course, you're going to start with two strands of wire, and this setup will work with 10 gauge or 12 gauge. It may work with others, but all I've had the opportunity to work with is 10 and 12 gauge. That's all I use on my solar panels and all my other videos. I use the same connectors, MC4s, pretty much on all of them. I'm not sure if there's anything else out there because I'm just so accustomed to using that. Now these are going to be a couple of tools that we're going to be using. These two here, this is what you use to tighten the connections. And of course these are crimping pliers. These are used to crimp the connections. Now you don't have to have these pliers. You can probably get away with needle nose or pliers of your choice that you think you can work with, but these sure make it a lot easier. This here is a cut-off piece that was on one of the solar panels, and it's the female end of course, but I just got it for illustration purposes only for this video. Now then, what you're going to find is on the female end you're going to use the smaller one, which is the male end. So we're going to be talking female and male. Now don't get no dirty thoughts in your mind, and I'm not thinking that way neither, but this is the male. We're going to refer to it as the male end. It's going to be going into the female end over here. This is the female one. It's a little bit bigger in size. And of course it's going to be going into the male end that you're going to put in the positive side of the wire coming off your solar panels. Now that is a situation I've seen most of the time, unless somebody's done some crazy wiring. That's your setup. That's the way your setup should be. Now to start making your connection here, you're going to strip off about 1 inch of wire off of whatever cable you're using. And in this case we're going to be using, like I said, big round one on here. Now sometimes this can get a little temperamental. When you put this on here, kind of pull them little ears over the best you can and make sure that it's all the way down on that wire like that. And then we're going to jump right in here. If we can get it in between there. I'm trying to get this on a video for you so that you can see exactly how it's going to crimp down. There we go. See how we got that in there? Hopefully you can. Make sure it's all the way down up against the insulation. Squeeze them old pliers together just like so. There you go. That's a good solid connection right there. Can't pull it off no matter what you do. Just push down right there in the middle. It's crimping that wire real well. Try to get it up there where you see it and not blur the camera out. That autofocus gives me some issues sometimes. Kind of like my wife, right? Nah, I got a good wife. Alright, now let's get over here to the connector. Inside that connector, that's going to be your nut. Alright? This is going to be your strain relief. Now a lot of people wonder, how does it seal up? You see this little rubber thing is soft right here. When you tighten that nut up, it squeezes to the interior part of this and seals that area. Now the strain relief, basically what it does is whenever you're tightening that nut up, see how that thing, let's see if we can get it up here, squeezes together, it tightens around that insulation on that wire. That way it keeps any water from coming back up into the connection. So you're going to slide that over there, keep the strain relief just like we got it. Slide that over there, put your plug, the boy plug, the male plug in there just like so. Bring this over here, tighten it just like so. Now this tool, let's go back over here, brown one, here we go, just like that. That way it holds the nut end of it, and then this tool here goes just like that, and you turn them clockwise. Tighten them things down, folks. I'm not going to squeeze it all the way down, but Tighten it down where that nut's almost all the way up against there, as far as you can get it. That way you ensure a tight fit. Now we're going to repeat the process. We're going to go over here to the other one. Now this is the male end going on the female, which is, this is the black wire. I'm going to slide it down there like so. We're going to come over here. Like I said, you may make it easier. Pull them ears in just like that. That way when you start crimping it, the pliers will work better. Jump right over here and slide that thing on there like so. I'm going to try to get this as close as I can where you can see it. Make sure the connector's all the way against the insulation. And squeeze it down. Just like that. See that? That's a good connection right there, guys. That's what you're looking for. You don't want any problems inside here with the connection. Rust build up. Anything that might get in there cause any friction between them amps and watts traveling from that solar panel to your actual charge controller or wherever it might be going. So this is very important. If it's not crimped properly, you can lose some of that voltage and watts and amps and everything that's traveling from that solar panel to your charge controller. You may think it's something else going on with your system, but a lot of times it may not be nothing more than what you see right here, this connection. So this is so important, guys. Now then, take that nut, put it on there. There's your strain relief. Put that strain relief facing the nut. Jump right over here, put that piece on there like so. See that male in the end down there? As long as you see that, you're doing good. Put your tool on there like I showed you earlier. Put this one on this side right over here. And start snugging that baby up. Once it's all done, next thing is you can ohm these out. You can check them, see if you got them right. But if you install them the way I show you, you shouldn't have any issues. Now all we got to do is test them. Let's see if they plug up. Look at there. Slide right in place. Can't pull them out either. That's a good connection right there. Now these wires, I mean this little gadget right here is used to come in here to squeeze those together. Now you can do the same thing with that end right there. You push those together like so, and it helps you take them apart just like that. Let's do that again so you can see it. We're going to plug them up. Got them tight. You can do it this way here or this way here. Me, the easiest way is slide it right down in there, push it down, and voila, pull them apart. Makes it real easy to disconnect these things. Well guys, I'm going to be putting out a few more panels. I'm going to be putting out a few more videos here in the near future with solar panels and different setups, how we're operating, how we're running, different brands and different wattage and volts and amps. And I hope you stay tuned. Hit the like, subscribe button. We're not sponsored by anybody. Everything that you see in this video, we paid for ourselves. We're just an old mom and pop video channel out here. We're trying to just make it in the world. So hit the like, subscribe button. We really appreciate it. It really does help our channel more than you believe it does. Stay tuned for our next video. Thanks for watching. And this is a little addition to the video, and I should have explained it in a little bit more detail earlier, but I slipped on that part. Now, don't get crossed up with colors on these, because this should be red and this should be black. However, for the purpose of the video, I just wanted to discuss that when you get ready to lock these things inside these, right here on the side of the male and the female, about the same area, you got some little ears there. Okay, those little ears need to be seated inside that connector. If you don't have them seated far enough in there, it will not be far enough forward. Now, it's not going to be all the way to the end, but it's going to be about right there. Okay, you don't want it way back here. You want to make sure you got it somewhere right there in that area. If you do not, you're not going to make a connection on the inside there. You're just wasting your time, and you know what, peeing in the wind. Same thing holds true on this other one. Make sure And it's got, let me see if I can get it a little closer. If you look right here in this area right there, you're going to see some little ears, little tabs. You're going to have that on both male and female. Down inside here, lost my retainer. Down inside there, let's let it focus. The camera does it by itself. When you push that inside there, there's already one in there, so I can't do it now. But you want to make sure that it's in there. Oh, somewhere's about right there. If not, when you put that male in there, it's not going to make a connection. You're not going to transfer any current or voltage, amps, watts, nothing. So make sure that when you push this inside here, that you see that piece right there, them little tabs, you'll feel it kind of locked. When you push it in there, you hear it snap. You won't be able to pull that wire out. That means it's locked in place. Yep, folks, I should have discussed that a little bit more, but I slipped. So I'm going to put it somewhere in this video so that you can see that. That's also very important. Sorry about that, guys, but we got the message over to you.